Yes, right?
Is your camera not working?
No, it's working, but I don't want to show my appearance, so I blocked it.
Why not? What's wrong?
Ah, uh, when I upload this video clip, if I don't show my appearance to people, I have to do something. So it's such a hassle. That's why I just blocked, yeah, my video.
Uh,
Mhm.
okay, so you need to do something different. All right, well, it was nice meeting you. So, did you book a class for the teacher evaluation event?
Yeah, that's right.
Good. Okay, so were you able to choose a topic for today's lesson?
Yeah, I'd like to discuss the article Zoo has problems.
Zoo has a problem. Okay, let me look it up here. All right, yeah, it's quite a short article. So, what did it say about this article?
Zoo in Indonesia has some problems because a visitor threw his cigarette into an orangutan's living area, but the zoo didn't take proper action, so the media and animal activists are attacking the zoo, and that zoo has had an issue in the past. It animal Some animals died because the they because the zoo didn't feed them properly,
Mhm.
so it caused once. But anyway, yeah, recently it has yeah, another issue. That's
Oh,
all.
really? Is this a recent news? Have you
What?
seen this
Yeah,
on
yeah.
TV?
Oh, no, I didn't watch it, but when I read this article, I googled it, and yeah, it happened recently.
Wow, this month? Just this month?
Oh, I guess yeah, within 1 month.
Within this month.
Yeah.
That's really crazy. Are you an animal lover?
Oh, I love animals, but
Uh,
I can't call myself an animal lover. Yeah.
Okay. So, in Korea, I heard that you have different zoos. Almost every city has their own zoo. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
If I
Oh,
may ask, which city do you live?
I live in Sejong. Have you ever heard of Sejong?
Sejong, Sejong, Sejong. I think not yet. What can I see in Sejong? Let's say I'm a tourist and I want to go to Sejong. What can
Uh,
you recommend to me? What are the things I can see in Sejong?
uh, our government is planning to uh, move the capital to Sejong. So Sejong was made uh, 5 or 6 years ago, and um, be- the ex-government didn't want to change their capital. So that's why until now, Seoul is the capital of Korea. But anyway, the government is planning to change it. So yeah, you don't have anything to see in Sejong.
Not,
But
not
yeah,
yet.
even if several years pass by, I think yeah, there are not many things you can see because in Sejong
Mm.
there are only buildings, apartments or offshore buildings. Yeah.
All right. Oh, hold on 1 second. Sejong, isn't that the name of your king?
Oh yes, yeah. Right.
Yeah, this was named after the name of the king who
Yeah, I
created.
guess.
Uh,
Hangul.
was he the? Yes. Now I remember. Sejong.
Mm-hmm.
So the government is planning to move Seoul to Sejong, or
Yeah.
make Sejong similar to Seoul.
Mm. What?
I mean, from how I understood,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
trying to
yeah. That's
make
right.
Sejong as the capital.
Yeah.
but leaving Seoul as it is,
Hmm,
or
I'm not
change
sure.
Seoul's name?
Oh, just no, no. It has. I mean, like New York is not the capital of America, but I
Yeah.
think Seoul would would be same would be same as New York in the future. So there are a
Mm.
lot of things. Seoul, our many things. Yeah, there are a lot of things, and how can I say? Uh, yeah, so most people want to go to Seoul. So Seoul, uh, yeah, Seoul is overpopulated, so the government want to spread the population. So that's why they want to develop another city, and yeah, it can be the capital. So anyway, most official building uh, would move would would move to Sejong.
I mean, has it already started, or
Yeah,
they're
it
still
has yeah,
planning?
it has already started. So some of the
Oh,
official building
okay.
and organizations
Hmm.
already moved to Sejong, but not all yeah official organizations.
Ah, yeah, now I remember. Yes, Sejong is like the city where you can see most of the government buildings.
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But how will that help Seoul if they're only moving government buildings? So only government employees will be moving to Sejong if that's the case, but not the big companies like Hyundai, Kia, Lotte. But yeah, I guess that's a good idea because you are actually correct when you mentioned that Seoul is already overpopulated. All the people from Korea wants to live there. But
Mm.
in terms of area,
Mm-hmm.
which is bigger? Is it Seoul or Sejong?
Seoul is much bigger than Sejong.
Then why did they choose Sejong?
They just want to spread the population. But Sejong can be widened if Sejong uh, Sejong is developed a lot. So now, yeah, there are not that many people, and it's
Hmm.
a little bit difficult to choose a city which already exists. So that's why the government developed a new city. So in the past, there was no city in this area, but yeah, government decided to move our capital to Sejong, and Sejong was created.
I think that's a great idea if that's their main purpose, but I don't think a zoo will be put up in Sejong if that's the case.
True.
Do you think they will still consider putting up a zoo in Sejong once the government is able to move all the government offices?
Yeah, I want to believe so because now on yeah, so far it hasn't that many people in Sejong, but the government is planning to increase the population in Sejong. So
Hmm.
in some future, if there are a lot of people, then I think many amenities would be set up here. So maybe in 10 years, I guess zoo would be yeah put up here.
Hopefully, yeah, hopefully. But the way I see it, if it's all going to be government offices,
Yeah, but
yeah.
many people, I mean many families have to move to Sejong. So if there are only official buildings, then like you explained, uh, yeah, there are no amenities, but family members move together. So yeah, the population in Sejong has increased a lot. So many
That's
people
good.
want to new facilities or yeah amenities. So yeah, it has been building up.
That's good. Now, as a person who lives in Sejong, are you starting to like what's happening now that people are starting to move in your city and the population is growing?
Oh yeah, it's good. I think if there are not that many people, then many things would not set up here. So there is a restaurant I really like, and in the there are a lot of I mean um so on so far that restaurant uh didn't how can I say uh, we don't have that restaurant in Sejong, but the reason is in Sejong there are not that many people, but if the population would be increased, then I think the restaurant would be yeah built up.
So, what kind of restaurant is that?
It's a family restaurant. Have you ever heard of Outback?
No, not yet. What do
Mm.
they serve there?
Just beef and pasta, those things. It's actually Australia restaurant.
Okay, Outback. Now I know.
Mm.
All right. So going back to our topic, if that's what's going to happen in Sejong, more than likely, yeah. I mean, in my own opinion, I don't think a zoo will be put up there in that city. I mean, you don't want children running around the city with all these government offices put up there. So all the people there would be very busy and serious people who wants to excel in their work. And a residential area can be possible too, but as you mentioned, families move together, but I don't think every member in that family will become a government employee or something like that. And they will still move to Seoul. You know, the younger generations, their children will still want to move to Seoul.
Hmm.
So I think for me, yes, they can still stick to their original plan, but they might want to consider inviting other companies too for the
Hmm.
residences to work for, because it's it's far from possible that everyone who will be living in Sejong will be working for government offices. I
Yeah,
don't think so. Yeah,
yeah. Maybe they are planning about what you mentioned, but they can first be companies to move from Seoul to Sejong. It's really
that's right.
hard order or push, so
Yeah,
that's why it can come true, and maybe the government is thinking of a new idea that they can develop the city's Sejong, a lot.
yeah, right. As long as the main plan works and big companies will see that there's a lot of people in Sejong already, then maybe that's the time they will follow because they're already relaxed that they can get a lot of employees from Sejong. I think the only fear for businessmen is the number of people in a certain area. They don't
Mm.
want to gamble. It's a hard decision for them. Like what's happening in Busan, right? It's a big city, it's the second biggest city, but because of the population, big companies are still scared to invest in Busan because
Uh,
of the yeah
because of what? The population?
because of population. It's not that big.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I actually heard that from a mother living in Busan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also Olsen. I'm not sure with the plan, but I think everything is going well. So hopefully, after 10 years, 15 years, the problem in Seoul will be resolved by, you know, scattering their population.
But anyway, if the government buildings I mean, the official organization are moved to Sejong, then anyway, people who are working for that development had to move to Sejong. So, with that, I think the government, uh, mm, the goal of the how can I say the initial goal of
Mm-hmm.
government realized because the main purpose was to spread the population. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Anyway, so the population of Sejong has increased, and then yeah, a lot of people, not a lot of, but anyway, some people from in, I mean, some people in Seoul has moved to yeah Sejong. So
That's
yeah,
right.
as much it was I mean the number of people would not as much as they expected, but I think yeah, it is going on.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's a good start. I mean, for the younger generation, they have Sejong to you know to look forward to instead of just Seoul. At least they have two different options to choose from. Unlike
Mm,
before that everyone is just looking at Seoul, but now we have Sejong, and hopefully the plan will work out, and it will invite or it will encourage people to go to Sejong instead of Seoul. All
mhm.
right. Well, that was a good discussion, and I was actually impressed because you were able to say a lot about this topic, even though it's not really that connected to putting up zoos and taking care of animals, but it was a good one. And you were able to really express yourself as confident as you wanted. So, thank you once again for answering all of my random questions for today's lesson. Now, before we go, do you have questions for me?
No, I don't have any questions.
All right. Well, thank you once again then, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Yeah, you too.
Bye bye, Leah.
Bye.